On behalf of the Mayor Bowser, on behalf of the entire Mayor's Office on African Affairs and the Commission on African Affairs, I'd like to thank each of you for taking the time to attend the Young Africans ConneXions Summit. I also like to recognize Ward 1 Council Member Brian Nadeau. Brian, would you stand up, please? Anything that happens here, she is responsible, so make sure that you behave. It is truly a great pleasure for me to welcome you, everybody, the panelists, the Mandela Washington Fellows, and all the speakers for this great event. But I'd like to also recognize, I know we have several representation from embassies, and obviously Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton and her staff, and all the dignitaries, all the friends, and all the advocates of the African American communities. So this summit really aims to create a platform for exchange and promote the creation of linkages between ourselves and peer-to-peer interaction and discussions around topics such as leadership, public service, community engagement, and really to promote volunteerism in the African American communities. There are currently 1.6 million African Americans living in the United States. And this group remains one of the fastest growing immigrant groups. And the fact that Washington, D.C. metropolitan area is the second largest metro area with the largest number of African immigrants is proof that more and more immigrants like me are choosing Washington, D.C. as the top destination choice to live, to work, to open a business, to raise a family, and so on, and to go to Howard University, of course. So it is undeniable that African Americans contribute to the very rich ethnic diversity of the city, the socio-economic fabric of the Washington, D.C., and where thousands of small businesses have been started and are now operated by African immigrants, which created countless number of jobs, invested in housing, and I know that based on the research that we have, more African Americans research, 33% in fact have invested in home mortgage loan here in Washington, D.C., which is more than New York and Los Angeles combined, which means that African Americans are obviously here to stay. We also remain very competitive in many industries, the hospitality, healthcare, cosmetology, the hair braiding industry, which has helped put many people like me to college to get an education. So it is important for us to increase engagement in our community, to strengthen community relations, which is one of the main goals of the Office on African Affairs this year and the next couple of years. So by way of this summit, we are inviting ourselves to cross-professional debates, intercultural exchanges, and collective reflections on leadership, public service, technology, innovation, community development, and the myriads of ways that we each can contribute to improving the lives of African immigrants in the United States and in Washington, D.C.